Hi, what would you do with 3 extra days a month? I want to talk to you about a 6 week online group coaching program for your senior insights and analytics professionals in your team. It's designed to give your senior execs more gravitas so that you're freed up as much as 3 days a month by spending less time in their meetings and more time on your senior leadership work. It starts in April and it costs $2,750 and it's going to empower your team and set you free. You'll be reaping the benefits within 2 months. I'm Sarah Garcia, and in my time building research companies in London and Sydney, I've built relationships with a lot of insights professionals, a lot of heads of insights, and they've talked to me about a couple of challenges which they face. One is that while you as an insights head, of course, have very strong relationships with senior stakeholders, sometimes your technically excellent senior people in your team can struggle to provide that sort of gravitas and presence in important conversations. And that means that you're getting called into their meetings. And that, of course, leads to the second problem, which is that it puts pressure on you to find time, I don't need to tell you this, for your own senior work, which you would like to do to help you provide opportunities for your own development and for your team. Now, I'm a leadership coach these days, but for 35 years, I worked in research and insights, and I love it when I can see talented people reaping the rewards of delivering at the top of their game. As an example, a couple of months ago, more than a couple of months ago, I was approached by a research team leader, and she wanted help because her and her number two were both getting really frustrated. Because while the number two had lots of experience and also lots of technical ability, there were times when she seemed to lack some of the strategic abilities and also be able to have the confidence and presence to be able to build relationships with senior people so that she could hold those meetings for herself. So after working with her for a little while, we concluded the coaching, and I got a lovely phone call from the boss who basically said that not only has this exec really changed the way that she works, but also that had meant that it was beneficial for the whole team because she as a leader had been able to focus more on those sorts of tasks that are about leadership and less time backing up this number two of hers. So for the insights leader, it's a bit like being given maybe an extra day a week, depending on how much time you reckon you spend with these, going to those meetings that really aren't your meetings. And for the senior exec, it's like having, extra shoulder pads and being taller and, being taken more seriously. So the course itself is a bit different because obviously I understand the world that you live in, that you work in. I've worked in it for most of my career, and I understand your challenges. And I work every day with people who are technically competent, but just need to take that little one step more to be self-sufficient, if you like. So to be able to perform in those more difficult meetings without you. This is a unique program. It's designed to work with real live issues as they come up. We're going to work in small groups. So there'll be the way that it's structured. We're going to have 4 to 6 senior professionals. So from one particular function. So in this case, insights, ideally from different industries. We'll see who will get coming along. And the idea is that we have a 6-week online coaching program where you've only got to spare an hour and a half on a Friday to turn up. After that, there's pretty much no homework other than putting into practice what it is that you've been learning. And I'll throw in a couple of individual 30-minute coaching sessions as well. So this is going to enable your staff to effectively step up into senior relationships. They're going to have more skills in terms of relationship development. They're going to have more presence in a room, and they're going to have more ability with strategic thinking and strategic conversation. So that's going to allow you to get up to, 3 days a month back because you're not having to back them up all the time. And that's fantastic because you get to work on what's important to you and your progress. So if you'd like to chat about it, do give me a call. The number's at the top of this letter. Let's talk about how I can help you and your team progress. Thanks very much for watching my video.